Oh my God. I've been talking all this time and y'all couldn't hear me? Seriously? Okay, let's start over. This is ghetto. Let's start over. How are y'all? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Hey, Kamisha. What is going on? Look, y'all, don't mind my webcam, okay? I need my adapter piece to plug into my MacBooks to plug into the webcam, but the webcam is literally the adapter piece. My husband has it, so if the camera look a little blurry, don't mind me. Don't mind it. Don't just let it go, okay? Let it go. We gonna get up here. We're gonna talk about Ready to Love. We're gonna get into some stuff, okay? I don't have any notes, so we winging it today. We winging it because we got to jump in and jump out. Okay, y'all know my anniversary tomorrow. I got to get to the mall. I got to get to the mall, and I will be on Jack and Glenn's channel at 3 o'clock for Married at First Sight. To talk about Married at First Sight. So I'll be over there at 3 o'clock. Hopefully, praying. Okay, but y'all. So let's. So how do y'all feel about these singles? Surprisingly, I like the way we getting to learn about them. I like the fact that we are actually getting to like meet them through their journey. It's better for me this way than the actual casting special because it's like it eliminates a lot of the repetitiveness, right? Because like we learned a lot about some of these people in this episode, and I am here for the little details of it all that we normally get to go into so far, in the beginning. And it gives us room to not prejudge them until we get to know them. So what happens is when we do the casting special, we kind of like get in this space where they say something or they do something, we like, oh no, we don't like them. But they could honestly just be a good person, but we won't give them a chance because of what they say, right? In the casting special. So I like it this way. I like getting to know them through the dates, seeing them open up because it makes perfect sense to us this way. So I'm fine without the cast special. They could keep it. I know at first we was like, we don't know these people, but honestly, we still don't know these people. But it's starting to feel like a genuine connection between us and the cast. And I honestly think that some of these people may be ready for love. Okay, I am definitely here for some of the connections that I'm seeing growing. I mean, it's nothing really solid yet. And that's okay because it's only episode 3. And if we had like really solid connections on episode 3, we always know by episode 5 that they're not going to be solid no more. So I'm here for the actual, steady and slow, okay? But how are you guys out there? Happy Sunday. Hey, all my members. Hey, Missy. Hey, Monique. Hey. Okay, so y'all know the women have the power this week to eliminate a man, right? Look, y'all, I gotta take back my remember last time I said that Tommy did a good job matching these people on these dates. I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna take it back. Okay. See, what I thought was happening wasn't really happening. Okay, because A said that her date with what's his name, Cornelius was okay, and I thought they hit it off. So I'm sitting here thinking like it's a whole vibe. They exchanged numbers. Everything's good. When in all actuality, it wasn't. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe Tommy needed to just continue to pick the people and let the people do what the people doing because obviously he ain't got the right eye for it. Okay, okay. I mean, some of them he getting right and some of them he getting wrong. But what you expect? That's just people, right? So A said that the date was okay, so it was okay, and that was it. Okay, we get to the rest of the ladies who didn't get a chance to meet Cameron gets to meet Cameron. Hey, Tommy tells them that he wants them to take the men on a date where they can be unapologetically them. Now, this is my thing. This is my thing with the unapologetically them, right? What kind of date would you take somebody on? Which might I add? I didn't see no dates where it was like anybody showing them unapologetically who they was, like inviting them into a space where it would seem like it showed their personality. That's why I was saying, like, what kind of date would you take somebody on? So I thought about it. And I would take somebody to like the theater. right? I love theater. So I feel like I want to go to the musical where I know all the words to every song, like Aladdin or like Beauty and the Beast. And I want to be in there like just singing everything. And then everyone's like, and he's just looking at me like this girl is childish. Like she's a Disney princess. I want that, that vibe. So he could really see like this is just me. This is just me. But I also feel like just because someone isn't really into what you're into does not mean that they can't fit into your life, right? Like my husband watches basketball and stuff like that. I don't care about that type of stuff. So that don't mean I can't fit in his life. I watch musicals and stuff like that. He don't. But that don't mean he can't fit into my life. So I was just weird. It was just weird that was the type of date that he wanted to take them on because all we saw was people going out to eat. So I'm assuming that everybody just love to eat, and that's just unapologetically them. Okay, but I need y'all to drop that. Oh, thank you for all the happy Valentine's and anniversary wishes. Same to y'all with the Valentine's, okay? And if it just so happened to be your anniversary, then happy anniversary to you too. But y'all let me know down in the comments, where would you take someone to show them who you are unapologetically? Because it took me a minute to get to think about it. But let me know where y'all would take someone. Because that's the only thing that I could come up with was the theater. A musical though, not just a regular theater, but a musical. Like you gotta see all these vocals. You gotta hear it from the throat, okay? Straight from the stomach. Axe throwing. You know what? I've never been axe throwing, but I don't. That would show you who you are unapologetically. Why? Because you gotta like put a lot of umph in it, like a lot of strength. It shows that you're strong. Like what is it? Because I was just sitting here wondering. Like I thought that was weird. Okay, but also before they get ready to go, Tommy lets them know. Like, look, we are about to have karaoke or painting. Right? I can see painting karaoke. Right? Where you could just open and be yourself. Right? Like just be free. Like you're gonna be up there singing and dancing. And like you got don't go to karaoke if you ain't gonna sing, because I want you to sing it with your chest, okay? Eating some good food and heading to the jazz club. See, that's nice. Yeah. Yeah, right. That's a good idea. Like I'm about to go. Let me go to the jazz club, but I'm an R&B girl or whatever. Okay, so Tommy lets them know that there's going to be another guy coming in and another girl coming in, bowling, sipping paint, slam poetry. Oh yes, slam poetry is good. Bowling, I think bowling is just so fun. But is that showing that it's you unapologetically? Like, are you really good at it, Shay? Like, are you one of those people who got your own little bowling strategy and where you got your own little dance at the end? Like, what would make it unapologetically you? You know what I mean? That's why I was like, this is weird, but okay, I'm rocking with it. We get in a new man and a new woman in there, okay? And he picks LaKia to meet the new man, okay? And so we know that LaKia is going to meet the new man, and we know that Clifton is going to meet the new woman. Now, when we get to these dates, y'all, the first impression for me of Eric, okay, let's talk about it. When Eric walked up with them shoes, I was like, I don't know. I was like, I'm not really sure how I'm feeling about them shoes and them pins. Okay. But as the camera slowly started going up, I was like, okay. And then you see the beard, and the beard is like, well, like tapered, like, right into that, like, diamond shape or whatever, or triangle or whatever you want to call it. And I was like, okay, Eric, I could see it. I can see it. Nice skin. I was like, okay, I'm here for this. Okay. So when he sits down to talk to LaKia, y'all, we found out so much about LaKia that I was like, oh, wow. Wow. Like, I'm every woman, okay? I'm every woman. It's all in me. Anything you want them, baby, I do it naturally. Oh, hey, oh. Not the A, right? I had to bring the 20s, the 20s into there, okay? So you just said you didn't notice the shoes. But I tell y'all what y'all did notice. Y'all noticed Precious side part. Y'all definitely noticed. Let me tell y'all a quick side note, okay? So I went to go get my hair done yesterday, and the girl was like, I want to. The girl who do my hair was like, we want to do a big, heavy bang, and I said, let's go. You know, I'm here for a bang. So she was like, how deep you want it? And I was like, not too deep. Okay, I was like, give it a little deep, but not too deep because I don't want them talking about me on the internet like they was talking about that girl. Okay, I don't want to talk about no. Now y'all not gonna be coming for me. Okay, so you may have not noticed them shoes, but you definitely noticed Precious side part. Okay, and y'all are ruthless in the chat, so I'm gonna need y'all to calm it down because y'all mean. Y'all so mean. Okay, so back to the Kia, we find out works for NASA. Okay, first of all, she is a what was she? An engineer. She's an engineer. And it seems like every time he was telling her something about himself, she had the same exact thing going on with herself, but in like just more detail. It was like, oh yeah, so I was an engineer before I was a chef. Oh really? I was an engineer too. But I forgot what type of engineer she was. And then she was like, yeah, for NASA. I said, oh, one up. One up on you, okay? And then then he was talking to her, and she has a dance class. So I was like, not only can she got the brains, okay? She got a little groove with it too, okay? Nice little fit or whatever. And I was like, that's how you know you can do it both, okay? Just because you are intelligent and so smart don't mean you can't teach dance. So I was here for the diversity of it all, okay? And then, all right, we found out that his uncle had cancer. And I was like, oh, that's so sad. You know, he came here to, help take care of his uncle. And then the kid was like, I'm a cancer survivor. And I said, oh my God, like, this is a lie. Okay, it's a lie. So she had, I think it was cervical cancer. She had cervical cancer and she beat it, okay? And she's been 9 years free of cervical cancer. Y'all, I was like, can you strong woman, strong woman to be able to be in the field that you're in, which is a predominantly a man's field. Let's just call it what it is, okay? And then to also be out there and teaching the dance, getting the women all rhythmified or whatever the case may be, and to know that you have battled with cervical cancer. And this made me think as to why she's probably doesn't have children, right? Because she said that she doesn't mind. She doesn't have children, but if God wants to give her children at this age, then it is what it is. But she's content with not having them. And then it just made all perfect sense as to why she didn't have children. Because if you have cervical cancer, I would assume that would affect, actually being able to birth a child, being as though your cervix and all your womb and everything is all positioned in the same area, right? So I was just like, wow. The things you start to find out about these people as we start to talk, right? And so I was really, really feeling this whole conversation that they had, okay? He was really liking her. She was really liking him. And it was just a vibe. It was literally a hit from the beginning. He was just saying like, oh my God, like I like her. But I don't even know any of the other women, but like, I'm really liking her. So, let's get over to Clifton's date. Now, Clifton is sitting there and we're waiting to meet. What is the girl name? AP? AP is her name. Okay. So AP walks up, and let me just say this. Don't all these women kind of look alike? I mean, if you look at LaKia, you look at AP, you look at Precious, you look at Sabrina, all of these women kind of similar, like have similar faces. It's kind of hard to like kind of tell them apart when we're going in and out of scenes so fast because they all kind of look similar to each other. Cameron would look like that too, but she got contacts, so you can clearly separate her from the bunch. And you can't say nothing about her because she got her real hair. Okay, so I'm just saying, AP looks like Precious. They all kind of have these similar, like looks to them that I just be saying here like, why? This is why it's so hard to tell who's who. This is why I'm always confusing these people because I'm seeing them in my head and they all like, coincide with each other. But anyway, AP sits down, she talks to Clifton. Now, when she comes in, she was like, oh my God, he's like glowing. His skin is glowing, his hair is glowing, his body's glowing. Everything is just glowing. So I was like, okay. She was like, he's a handsome man. So they sit down, okay? Now, Clifton, it was like, he not really fond of the fact that they at the vegan spot because he want to eat some meat, okay? So he was already like, I don't know if this the girl for me. Like, she don't eat meat. She don't want a burger. Like, what's going on? You don't want no steak, sis, okay? So when they sit down and start talking, they start to get to know each other a little bit. We find out that she's what she does. She does Zumba. I think it's Zumba. She teaches Zumba, and I'm like, why all these women out here just teaching Zumba and dancing? Oh, no, no, no. She doesn't teach Zumba. She's a some type of coach, a life coach of some sort. Some type of life coach of some sort. And she does Zumba too. Because I remember him saying he can lift his legs, and she said she do burpees and all this other stuff, right? Somewhere in there. Okay, don't quote me exactly, but somewhere in there. I told y'all I don't have no notes, so I'm going straight off my memory. Now listen, I really don't think we need no more life coaches, intimate coaches, any type of coaches. Why? Because these coaches be thinking they know it all and they don't. They go into this mindset of like trying to fix people and they not. Like we just don't need no more coaches. That's all I got to say, okay? Because like I can see her wanting to be coaching people through things instead of like going through her own process, okay? But who knows? We'll see how this play out. But every time we get someone in these coaches positions, child, I don't know what to tell you. Mm-mm. Okay, but this is the part that threw me over. Okay, she then turns around and say that Clifton reminds her of her brother, and I was like, okay, that explains the side hug. When they first met each other and it was the side hug, I'm gonna assume that he was like, no, sis, brought me to a vegan spot, so I'm not really here for that. Okay, and then on top of that, we are she and Clifton usually give those real hugs where he pick you up off your feet and swing you around, the hugs you remember in the middle of the night, okay? So it was just so weird that he gave her a side hug, but then again, it was his first time meeting her, so he couldn't go all in for the punch, right? So when she said he reminded her of her brother, he was like what though? Like what is it? Is it the hair, the beard? Like what is it? Like what's reminding you of him? Okay. Right. It was like a real church hug. It was like, to the side, like like I kind of know you, but I don't know you. Like it gave me real like pandemic hug. Like I don't want to be all in your personal space, but we on this camera together, right? So she was trying to figure out he was trying to figure out what exactly reminded her of his brother, and she was just like your face, like the shape of your head or whatever the case may be. So now I'm just curious what her brother looked like. Y'all not curious? Y'all don't want to see what her brother looked like now? Because after watching Clifton for a while, I'm just curious as to what her brother looked like. Okay. And he was like, "So is your brother handsome at least?" And she was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Okay, well, that's good." And I'm just saying, like, "Oh yeah, this is not going anywhere. This is not going anywhere." So they are going to be friends. Both of them kind of establish the fact that they're going to be friends, because she's like, "Yeah, I can't get out my head that he looks like my brother," and he's like, "Yeah, I can't. I don't really see anything other than just us being friends. It's not really a vibe." Yes, I do. Let me go. Let me see if I can investigate it. Shakira is always investigating something. Okay, if you find it, send it to me because I would like to know. You said no. I want to see more Clifton and Joy. Okay. So now listen, after they do their dates individually, Tommy wants LaKia to bring the women to an event, well, some type of thing that they could hook up in. So she does like a paint and It's kind of like a paint and sip, I guess. But what it is like you start painting one thing, and then the next person, finish your painting, then the next person finish the painting. So it's like everyone contributes to the painting, like they are contributing to each other in this process. I think that was cute. Okay, we got suns and fishes all in the same picture, like the fish flying under the suns, and they like it's abstract. It's abstract. I'm like, no, this is weird. Say what you want, but it's a little weird. But I get it. I get it, right? They're all, starting to get to know each other because this is the first time that the women are going to actually meet Eric. Eric's making his rounds, of course, so he want to get to talk to, Ace. Ace is so like soft. Okay, when I see her, I'm just like, oh, paint and pass, right? Paint and pass. Ace is so soft. She was like, yeah, this experience has like really brought me out of my comfort zone. And I was like, are you flirting with the eyes? Are you doing that? You know? This experience has really brought me out of my comfort zone. It was cute, okay? And I was like, okay, bedroom eyes in the building. She was like trying to woo him in. Okay. He says that he also was very drawn to Joy. So he went over and he had a conversation with Joy. And they seem to like be okay. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about Joy. Okay. Joy got the nerve to talk about she don't know how she would feel about Cornelius drawing a picture of his dead cat. R.I.P. to Pimp, the cat. Okay. But Pimp died at 15. I don't know why people don't really be here for the cat. It's like, what's up with y'all? What's up with y'all? No, seriously, what's up with y'all? Like, why y'all not here for the kitty cats? He was like, remember that the cats are used to be worshipped by the Egyptians. I say, you better tell us. You better tell them, okay? Cats are sacred. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all don't want the cats? Okay, go ahead, tell me they sneaky, they this, they that. Go ahead. Go ahead, tell me. Go ahead, tell me. But no, she said she can't take him serious for that. You allergic to cat fur? Oh, okay. I mean, I can deal with the allergies. That's an excuse. Okay, you allergic, but they be out here really trying to hate on the kitty cats or whatever. Y'all know. So she says she don't think she could take him serious because of that. And I'm like, because he wanted to draw a picture of his cat, you can't take him serious? I don't like that. But then y'all know I get biased when it comes to people talking about cats, okay? But overall, the paint and sip went pretty well. I can't remember anything else that stood out to me from that I want to point out. So we gonna move on, okay? Precious and not Precious. Is it Sabrina? Sabrina and Paul go on a date. Y'all, Miss Moon, that's in my quote. But I agree, most of the convos led to sex. Okay, right? I can't stand cats. I love dogs. You ain't gotta not stand cats, love dogs. Okay, so so Paul and Sabrina go on a date. Now I'm gonna just tell you how Paul can't read a room. Paul really thinks that he is, but the cat named Pimp. Ain't nothing wrong with the cat name being Pimp. Ain't nothing wrong with that. My daughter named my cat Catty B. So I mean, if the cat want to be a pimp, then the cat gonna be a pimp, okay? And the cat probably was fixed too, so cat couldn't even be a pimp out here in these streets. So Paul can't read a room because he really feels like Sabrina was like really liking him. Okay, we found out that Paul, was an entrepreneur at the age of like 6. Okay, he was picking up people's groceries, taking it to their house or whatever. Yeah, Catty B. So that's my daughter, y'all. That's my daughter. She named the Catty B. So we just got rock with it. We probably shouldn't have called her that because she wild. She's out here. She be wilding. She be wilding. Okay, it definitely. I think the name really, draws into her energy. Okay, so he can't really read a room. He really feels like she likes him. We find out he's an entrepreneur. He's been an entrepreneur since the age of 6. He was picking up people's groceries, dropping them off at people, doing all that stuff or whatever the case may be. And she really feels as though like he can't sit still. Like, are you going to ever be content with what's just happening? I feel like every conversation with Paul is just drawn out and boring. Okay, like I get that he may be looking for something serious, but I hate when he keeps trying to say that someone's intimidated by him. Okay, I think he said it at least twice in it, like maybe she's intimidated by me or blah 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 blah. And I'm like, Paul, no one's intimidated by you. Why do you think that you are like up here to the point where people will just be like, oh, I'm intimidated to be in his presence? No, she's not even seeing it for you. And the fact that she made it very clear that she wasn't seeing it for him really, really made me feel good. I was like, good. Thank you, Sabrina, for being honest with this man and just knocking him down a notch or two. Because I don't know why he thinks he's God's gift to women or that people should be intimidated by him like he holds a presence that's like unmatched. It's just not. It's just not. But you know, that's just my own thing with Paul, okay? Because Paul turned me off early from first episode, so I'm just rocking with it at this point. Can y'all make sure y'all like this video? Hmm. Can y'all make sure y'all like this video? Just making sure that y'all like this video. That's it. Mm-hmm. The bowling alley date. Okay. When all people go to the bowling alley, I don't remember everything that happened, but I will tell you, I don't like Laverne either. First of all, why is his name Laverne? Like, I feel like I never said that yet. Why is his name Laverne? And why do he want Joy to hold on to his butt? Why am I side eyeing Laverne for getting his butt, wanting his butt touched? Like, what? Like, it's too much now for me. Okay, it's like he did the same thing with Cameron. He's doing the thing with Joy and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, I'm side eyeing you right now, Laverne. I'm not really feeling you, and I stopped feeling you from the last episode because I just realized that you lazy. Okay, I realized that you like for the women to come to you the same way Joy had to go over there to you to try to figure out what's going on with you, try to get to know you a little bit, and this, that, and the other. So now, you know, that about him just kind of like just made me feel awkward. Okay, they all go on this little. It's disgusting. Okay, it's weird. It's side eyeing like. She's like trying to hold on to his like waist or whatever, and he's just trying to go down to the butt. Like what? Like, mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nah, I'm not really feeling that. Okay. I mean, you into what you into. And if you into it, that's cool. But I don't think it should be like he makes it like a thing. That's what I feel like. It's like he makes it a thing. That's the thing. That's the thing. Okay. Also, I can't think anything else happened at the bowling alley that I don't forget. I don't know. If I did, just let me know. Okay. So I wanted okay, so a few of them, I think it's I'm looking at Sabrina, Demetrius, Wally, Tori. I can't remember who the other women are. Cameron, probably. Okay, anyway, they all on this date. Oh, the new girl. What's her name? AP. Now, I don't know why they set Wally up for this. Wally, everyone keeps saying that Wally's too young. Why did they put Wally up here for all these older men, with all these older women? And they clearly want older men. Every time someone meets Wally, they like, oh, he's cute, but he's young. Oh, he's nice, but he's young. Oh, he's this, but he's young. And I'm just trying to figure out why did they put him in the mix, knowing that a lot of women like older men. Not saying that he couldn't find love and he might and he won't find love because he might. We still on episode 3, right? Or 4, whatever episode this is, y'all. 3. But it just seems like a lot of women not really checking for him because of that. Okay. But when they was all sitting in there, Sabrina was sitting there and she was talking to Tiffany likes him. Tiffany still there? Hold on. Who Tiffany? Didn't Tiffany go home? Tiffany like past tense. Okay, so she went home. Okay, cool. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I guess he don't really have nobody in this to like really build a connection with, and that I could think of. Girl, you gotta Google them at Shakira. They the sweetest. I also have my parents' child. His name is Paul Paul, the terrible. He's funky and a cutie pie. Okay, so no, she was kicked off. That's what I thought, she was kicked off. Hey, first home tuber. Girl, I be calling you first home YouTuber. Okay, but hey, first home tuber. Girl, I need to get over to your page so I can find out, like, what I need to do to get this house down there in the North Carolina area. Okay. So, um, what I was saying. Hi, Allison. Thanks for the yellow hearts. Y'all know I love me some yellow hearts. Um, like this video. Like this video. Okay, so Demetrius, y'all, is sitting in the back and he just looks real out of place. He just looks real out of place. Like he's just sitting there looking. Sabrina, like, he's just sitting in the back, just looking at us, listening to us, but he's not really saying anything. And I'm just sitting here cracking the heck up. Hey, really, BT girl, you know. Hey, really, B. Okay, I don't even know why I tried to do the TV. Y'all know me and the names be all over here. Okay, yeah, you forgot that Demetrius was there. Demetrius is sitting in the back, like I said, why he sitting there looking like that? What's wrong with him? Demetrius reminds me so much of AJ from whatever season AJ was on. Okay, but he reminds me so much of AJ. But I just feel like Demetrius, what you doing? What you doing? Why did they unevenly match them like that? And I mean, I get it, right? Because everybody's dating each other, but it's like everybody was like kind of clicking off, and he just sitting, but not even just sitting there, but like sitting in the back, just sitting there, just looking like real out of place. Like I'm like, oh, poor Demetrius. Like I guess maybe he going home next, y'all. I don't know, but it wasn't giving a good vibe. I mean, just not a good vibe. And that just makes me think, like, why didn't AP go talk to Demetrius instead of sitting up there talking to Wiley when she realized that Wiley was a young boy and she ain't really want nothing to do with him like that? Okay. They've been doing odd number dates. Someone always seems left out. It does always seem like someone's left out, right? So I'm just gonna say this. I really feel like Demetrius need to step up. Step up, because Sabrina was kind of like turned off by it a little bit, because she's like, he's not even really trying to say nothing to cut in. But I also feel like he didn't want to be a third wheel. Like, you know how someone talking and then someone just jumping in the middle of your conversation. You like, excuse me, you can't sit with us. Nobody told you to come over here. That's what it was giving. Like he didn't want to intrude on anybody else's conversation. But he ain't had to also look like he was so uninterested, and he felt like it looked like he felt like he was left out. I'm just saying. Okay. Joy and Clifton finally go on a date, y'all. Finally, okay. And soon as Clifton eat the food, it got coconut in it. He like, oh my god, it got coconut. But if it's real coconut, this can't be good. Like my throat gonna start closing up. I'm gonna start sweating. He's like, oh God. He starts sweating. He wiping off the sweat. I said, is Clifton about to go? She said, I can't lose him. I just got him. So I'm guessing that it might not have been real, because he said, listen, unless my throat closed all the way up, I'm gonna be sick. I'm finishing out this date. But like, I can't remember who said it in our live chat, but I honestly feel like it was about to be one of those hitch moments. Like his whole face was about to swell up, and we was gonna have to get him some Benadryl or something, okay? But he was just sitting there, and at one point he was like, I said, "Ooh, child, Clifton, you okay? You all right?" I feel like they could at least let us know that the man was okay. They literally just went through this date like ain't nothing happened. Like we didn't almost just see this man have a whole allergic reaction on television. Okay, why even make it a big deal if y'all wasn't going to tell us if he was okay? I guess watching the date was okay. Okay, y'all, they sitting down, they start talking. I like the fact that they really opened up to each other. But at one point, it kind of seemed like they were trauma bonding. But like we spoke before, people who go through stuff usually are drawn to people who go through stuff, who've been through similar things to them. It can be good thing to be with someone who understands your struggle, to be able to relate to and to be able to work through. But it also could be a bad thing, because once you come to terms with whatever it is you're trauma bonding over, you realize that you have nothing else in common. Which is why I like the fact that when they first met, remember I said how he was just so chill, and they were just sitting there and they was just talking, and it was just cool, and it just seemed natural, and it was flowing. It's just like, it was a thing. So I was like, I was here for that, because now it shows that they already have some type of chemistry, already some type of connection, and that wasn't their first initial conversation to make it seem as though this is why they are drawn to each other. Okay. He is really, really, really 100. I feel like Joy and Clifton are in it. They are in it. But I can appreciate them still doing the process. Like, They're not claiming each other. They're not holding on to each other for dear life. They know where they stand with each other, but they're still open to getting to know other people. They're still open to talking to people and just really going through the process to make sure that what they have is solid. And that's what they need to do, because as seasons past before, if you think about what's his name, if you think about how Liz was so stuck on David, and if David didn't go talk to someone else, we would have never really got to see his true colors. Like the same way that Mumin said, all the women said you're not ready to love. You need to let these people go through this process the way it's supposed to go through, so that you can see this person through a different lens. Okay, if everybody don't want somebody, there's a reason why everybody don't want somebody. Mm-hmm. So I love that they still going through the process. I love that they still, still have this little connection that is holding on dear life. Okay, it's the third episode, so anything could change. Anything could change. But I can't remember who said it, but they brought it to my attention that Clifton did not say Joy was his number one last week. Yeah. They brought it to my attention that Clifton did not say that Joy was his number one last week. Mm-hmm. When all the women get to, sit down and they start talking about, like, who they got connections with and who they don't have connections with, I thought that it was very interesting that we didn't hear a lot of Wally, we didn't hear a lot of Tori, but at the same time, we don't see a lot of them. You know? It's just so weird. It was you, Shakira? Okay, Shakira. It was Shakira. Yeah, oh yeah, it was Shakira. Y'all, like I said, I don't have no notes, so I can't remember who said who and who did what, because it don't stand out to me. It's not standing out to me. I didn't hear a lot of Wally. I didn't hear a lot of Tori, and I just thought that that was weird. So when they started calling out Cornelius, I didn't think. I honestly, y'all, did not think Cornelius would be in the bottom. I really, really, really felt like it could have been. It should have been Laverne and Paul. Yeah, that's who I feel like it should have been. But who was in the bottom with? Oh, it was Paul was in the bottom. Maybe he had her to keep the other guys away from Joy, but it's going to backfire at Shakira. But let me tell you, when all them women started saying Clifton, Joy eyes was like, she side eyeing. She side eyeing heavy too. She like, oh, so now I can see who checking for him and who not checking for him, because that man name came up a few times when they were talking about who they got a connection with and stuff like that. So the fact that Joy, I don't think he hiding her. You know what? He could be so that they won't become like questionable. But he always say that she's his number one, so I don't see. Maybe they just didn't show it. What y'all think? Y'all think he trying to hide her? Y'all think? Oh yeah, Joy was pissed. She was pissed. She was like, "Oh, I might need to really like step it up." But I'm like, girl, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Do what you doing because it's working. Don't start getting intimidated. See, this is what I don't want her to do. I don't want her to start seeing these women as competition, because what she's doing right now is really working for her, because it's showing that she's confident, it's showing that she's not insecure, it's showing that she's not jealous, it's showing all these things, and it's really it's going to translate well for Clifton to let them go through this process. So I hope that she don't start getting this notion in her head when all these women start saying his name, but contacts eyes know how Clifton don't want she know Clifton don't want her. Y'all so wrong. I'm gonna need y'all to stop calling that girl contact eyes. Y'all know what? What if she changed the color of them contacts somewhere, like in the middle of the season, and her eyes become purple? I'm gonna be done. Y'all, let me stop. Let me stop. I'm not doing this with y'all in the daggone eyes and the side parts and all that. Y'all are so shady. So shady. Okay. But yeah, so Y'all done made me lose my train of thought. Y'all know I ain't got no notes, so y'all know I'm really freestyling right now, y'all. So I'm trying to remember everything that I can remember. They put Paul and Cornelius down at the bottom. Now, Paul, oh, I almost forgot. What's that girl name? What's that girl name? She was going to fight for Paul. What's that girl name? Who's the girl that fought for Paul? What's her name? Precious. Oh, she said, y'all not about to send my man home. Y'all not about to send my man. Hold up. See, I know y'all all saying this. I know y'all all saying that, but I just want y'all to know. Blah, blah, blah. When she said, she was not about to let them send Paul home. Okay. Homegirl was out there ready to throw blows for Paul. And I'm sitting here like, why though? Why though? I feel like they would have sent Paul home. They would have sent Paul home if Precious did not go in there fighting. Because I honestly didn't see Cornelius going home. Honestly, did not see Cornelius go home. I really thought that it would have been Paul because that's the direction all of us has been wanting this to go, right? Paul got to go. Paul got to go, right? So when I think the fact that she's the only one who spoke up for Paul, meaning he still had a fight in his race because no one seems to have spoke up for Cornelius, which is why I think Cornelius went home because I really feel like they would have sent Paul home. There would have been no other reason. We done seen women after women kind of like just go through him and be like, done with him. Right? So it was really weird that she just started like, coming in, defending him. And I was trying to figure out, y'all remind me, did we see them like really connect? Did we see them like really like connect? I don't remember seeing Paul and Precious really connect like that. Mm-mm. Not the way she was doing it. And then when she went to tell him that he was still ready to love, his whole speech and his whole rant and his whole everything that he was saying, I wish I had the notes, y'all. I wish I had the notes because I really need to remember what he was saying. I was sitting here like, it was so like assertive. I'm trying not to use the word aggressive. It was so assertive. I mean, the tone of his voice, the way he was just saying what he had to say. And I'm sitting here like, even at one point, Precious was looking like, calm down. I'm not sending you home. Calm down. Like you're jumping ahead of yourself. Calm down. So you say Cornelius don't want to get married, but I don't think he was going home. I honestly think Paul would have went home. Cornelius is pleasant, a millionaire, and has been respectful to all the ladies. I don't get it. That's what I'm saying. This is why I don't think he was ever going to go home. I think the fact that Precious fought for him, they had to keep him. And I don't think anyone was really willing to fight for Cornelius. I don't think everybody was like, whatever. If she feels this strongly about Paul, let her keep Paul. He was tripping. He was going off. Y'all, I really wish I could remember what he was saying, but he was definitely going off at her. And I was just sitting here like, send them home. Send both of them home. If y'all got to send them home, send them both home. But don't let Paul, slide by. And that daggone man slid by again, okay? Y'all said that Cornelius for the streets. He for the streets, y'all. Y'all think so? Y'all don't think that he was genuinely looking for love? That's a big man. When he was talking to I think it was LaKia. When he was talking to LaKia at the passing sip, he's a big man. Like he big. Like big, like his hands, his face, his body. That man is big. And what's her name? Got some big feet too. What's that girl named AP? She wears size 11. Did she say she wears size 11? I said, ooh, those some big feet. Right, you're right. If she didn't fight for for PO, he would have went home. PO was saying the ladies was intimidated. That's what he always say. They intimidated. If you intimidated, I'm like, why do you think somebody intimidated about you? What you think that you got going on that somebody need to be intimidated by you? Why do you even want someone to be intimidated by you? Why is that the word that you keep choosing to use when you reference these women or have conversations with these women? Are you intimidated by me? See, this is why we didn't like him from the first episode. Okay. And it's still going on into these new episodes as to why we don't like Paul. And Paul, then again, at right before eliminations, decided that he still wanted to go off and yell and tell people they intimidated by him. Like, no, no, no. Precious was able to set Paul on the right track. Hopefully, he will act better. I hope so. Intimidated because he might snap. I don't know. I don't like him. He's definitely on my bottom. Cornelius needed to go. I believe he needed to go. But I don't think that I think he would have stayed. I think it was definitely gonna be Paul. He just needs to be more emotionally connected. See, the thing about Paul is that Paul thinks that him being deep is him being vulnerable or him opening up. And it's not. He thinks that talking about like his career and talking about things like, he thinks that he really thinks that he's picking your brain. Like he really thinks that like he's stimulating you intellectually. Like this is what he thinks he's doing. And every time I'm sitting here looking at him talk, it seems like he really think what he's saying is the ish. Like you really supposed to be drawn in. But it's something about the way he even says the things that he say that kind of turns you off from him. Like he could be telling a good story. He can have a good point behind what he's trying to get at, but it's the delivery. Something about it's not right. It's like he asked the girl, when you go get your groceries, do you say hi to her? I mean, I get where you were going with that. I understand why you asked that because you want to know character, right? You want to see what type of person this is. But the way he asked it, the way he said it, it was just like, nah, that's not it. That's not how you try to get the answers that you're looking for. It's always an underlying tone. It always seems like he's trying to be so deep about something. It's like, y'all, so let me tell you, I've been through a lot. I went to kindergarten. I went to middle school. I went to high school. I did summer college, but I had to drop out because that was too much. And now I just work full time. Like he's trying to make it seem like his son is not like Chad. Like it's not that deep. Like we all went to kindergarten, we all went to middle school, we all went like what you talking about? Like he trying to make it more than what it is. Like just have a conversation. Stop going in these conversations with the rundown of all these questions. Like before when they was like, he's just asking us mad questions. He's just not asking us mad questions. It's like he's just trying to like run down everything and make it seem like he's trying to be so unsurfaced when everything that he's asking is very surface. Right? It's not like he's asking real deep questions to like get people to open up and express themselves and tell them about themselves, tell you about them. He's not doing that. He's asking like just some regular questions and he gets mad when he get regular answers. Like, what high school you went to? Oh, I went to Arts High. I just feel like everything with her is so surface. Like what but that's what you asked me, so that's what I told you. Like, let the conversation flow. Let it just become comfortable. I don't know what it is about Paul, but I'm not feeling him. I'm not feeling him. But did y'all see how I did that? Because it was real. Y'all felt like I was about to tell y'all something intense, right? Wasn't nothing intense about it. That's what he do. He tried to tell you, he tried to make everything seem intense when it's not. It's not that intense, sir. It's not. It's not. I'm so mad they sent Cornelius home. A lot of people. I feel like honestly, I just feel like he wouldn't have went home if it had not been for Precious fighting for Cornelius. I mean, fighting for Paul. Paul would have went home, and that would have made sense. But CC Media, they say that they said that Cornelius for the streets. They say he for the streets, millionaire and all. He for the streets. Paul is copy and paste. That's what it's giving. But I really feel like we could have gave Cornelius one more week. Just one. Just one. We could have gave him one more week to get a feel for him. I would have kept Cornelius over Laverne. Who was that said they had a real strong connection with Laverne? And they be on the phone all the time. Who said that? I can't remember. Oh man, not for the streets. Yep. He for the streets. Who said they had a real strong connection with Laverne? I can't remember. Ace. Ace. Let's go back into that. How? When? They don't even seem like they have the energy to match each other. But Laverne likes Ace too, right? Because he was the one that was saying that she's everything. Yeah. I'm talking about for Ace for Laverne though, not for Laverne for Ace, because we know that Laverne said that Ace is everything, but I don't feel like she's returning the same energy. Is she though? Well, I guess she is because she said she was. Child, why is these couples forming before my eyes and I'm not seeing it? Ace and Laverne. I'm gonna have to watch this. I got my eye on this. So if we go by what we think we know, right? Sabrina said that, Demetrius was her number one. Was Demetrius still Sabrina's number one? I think he was. Oh no, Sabrina said that Eric was getting up there. She said Eric was getting up there. It's starting to be Eric for her. So Laverne and Ace seem like they may be solid as of right now, right? And Joy and Clifton seem like they may be solid as of right now. Who else may be somewhat solid? I can't think of anyone. We're supposed to have 3 couples, and I'm trying to just make up another one. Because Ace and Laverne, they got the same energy for each other. Joy and Cornelius got the same energy for each other. I mean, not Cornelius, Clifton. And I don't know if Paul has the same energy for Precious, but Precious definitely got the energy for Paul. It was LaKia and Eric. Oh, LaKia, that's what I meant. LaKia and Eric. Y'all, I'm still trying to get these names. Don't mind me. I ain't got no notes. Just bear with it. I'm not a fan of Touch My Butt Lover. No one is, girl. We just talked about that. I said I'm side eyeing him with the always touch my butt. For what? I could walk by my husband and touch his butt right now. He'd be like, man, stop playing with me. All the time. That's what he says. Stop playing with me. But I'm thinking to myself, y'all, LaKia, Eric, Joy, and Clifton. Give me one more couple. Give me one more couple. No, it wasn't. Are we going to make LaKia and Eric a couple? Let's just make them a couple. Let's make LaKia and Eric a couple. Let's make Joy and Clifton a couple. And let's make Ace and Laverne a couple for now. When was this connection with Demetrius? I don't know. These people, they got to get off the phones. Y'all, they got to get off the phones. Every time they end up on the phones, somebody's out here building connections with people and we never see it. They got to get off the phones. That's it, sis. Okay, that's it. Precious and Paul. But do Paul got the same energy for Precious? We know Precious got that energy for Paul, though. And we don't know nothing else. We know that for sure. Demetrius and Sabrina. Yeah, she did say Demetrius. But Demetrius was sitting in the back of the bus like... And she said she don't know how she felt about that. What's homeboy name from the back of the bus? That's Demetrius. That's sad that's how you remember him. What's homeboy name from the back of the bus? Sabrina, we have not seen it, but they will be in the hot tub next week. It's getting spicy. Yeah. Demetrius, we don't know nothing about him either. So I feel like next episode we're gonna have to get a shift of like the couples or the shift of the singles to figure out like the other side, because we didn't get a lot of interactions. Like we seen a lot of Joy, we seeing a lot of Clifton, we're seeing a lot of the Kia, we're seeing a lot of Laverne, but we're not getting a lot of Carmen. We're not getting a lot of Tori. Like I barely ever see Tori. Like what? Where's Tori? Tori was there for like 5 seconds, and then that was it. What happened to Tori? Like, do Tori got a connection with anybody? They need to come to Chicago. They might. They might. You know, we're gonna be doing Ready to Love for some years now. I think we got a couple more years of Ready to Love before, so they might get to Chicago. I don't want none of my kidneys smashed. No, Tori been busy touching kidneys, right? Tori was in a group date. No, I know he was in a group date, but we still didn't get much of him. Like he was there, but he wasn't really there. Y'all know what I mean? Leave my kidneys alone. All of them, both of them. Leave them alone. Don't touch it. If you shouldn't even be by my kidneys. Okay. Hey, Kimberly. Um, but yeah, no, we not doing the kidney smashing over here. No, nope, nah. I need them. I need them. They flush the toxins out my body. I need them. Tori might be going home too. That's what I'm saying. I feel like Wally. That's why I was surprised. Like I feel like no one's checking for Wally really. No one's checking for Tori really that we know of, because y'all know they be building these secret connections behind the scenes that nobody ever get to see. He didn't leave an impression. True. Tori, yes, Tori was trying to touch the bottom of the walls. Oh no. Not these walls. Honey. No, 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 no. You're not gonna mess up my insides. So yeah, that's Ready to Love, y'all. I feel like I covered everything, like straight off the top. Straight off the top, y'all. Look at me. Memory growing. I gotta start taking some of the memory pills. Cause y'all know I forget everything. But I think we did pretty good summary of everything. I think we did. I know we didn't go into details, but I mean we got the gist of it, right? Two more singles coming next week. Let's talk about this. Do y'all like the way that they add in the new singles? I like it. I like it. I like it. I like the fact that they have a even feel. Like they come in on a blind date, so they really get to know someone. Like they really get a heads up on like what they're about to walk into. They have the opportunity to build some type of connection or to realize it's not a connection before they get swarmed by the whole crew, right? Because like the way they did Sydney and Sean last year is like everybody had to like come in and try to get to know them all at one time, and it was like fighting for attention and begging for attention and blah 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 blah. So I like the fact that they slowly ease them in instead of like trying to present them in a big old way. But like when they gonna stop adding people, because y'all keep cutting people and adding people and it's not adding up. It's not adding up. When y'all gonna stop? Because I need it to be like now. Like now. And but I am curious as to what they look like and who are they. I like it too. Yeah, the blind date is good. I love the blind date idea. I didn't like it. I don't like it. It's like, so I wasn't good enough to be on the show. You pick someone else. It does kind of suck, right? Because when you look at the cast online, they not in the pictures. Like they not in the original pictures. So they don't really feel like part of the cast. Right? It's too much. You don't even know none of the cast names. I still don't know none of the cast names, y'all. I'm just winging it at this point. The new people are at somewhat of a disadvantage with catching up. Agreed. But I also feel like it gives them that's why they're doing it as a blind date, because they have a chance to build a connection with someone straight from the jump. Like straight from the jump without other people all trying to jump in. Or maybe not build a connection, but at least they'll know someone, a familiar face, when they actually go out into these group settings. They're not just walking into a bunch of new people. Kind of like how LaKia brought Eric. So now she knows Eric and she's going to introduce Eric to all of them. It's kind of like, a easy, transition. I don't know why they bringing in more. Like, I think this is enough. So if they try to add more people in after next week, I'm gonna just be like, for what now? Because now y'all just playing. But now y'all just really out here just trying and trying shit. But yeah, that was Ready to Love, y'all. And I gotta get to the mall. I'm trying to think. Should I wait till after the 3 o'clock live? But if I wait till after the 3 o'clock live, then the mall closed at 6, so I can only be up there for about 1 hour tops, and then I have to go to the mall. I have to get to the mall because I need to get to the mall. So that's Ready to Love. Y'all, make sure y'all like this video. Like this video. If you're catching the playback, leave me a yellow heart. Let me know what's going on. Let me know you was here and you stopped by. Don't forget to like this video, y'all. Like this video. Like this video. Share it out with your people. We are on the road to 6,000. We are on the road to 6,000. We are above the half limit to 6,000. Okay, so y'all share, like, all that good stuff. I'm gonna be on Jack and Glenn's channel at 3 o'clock. Praying I'm gonna be over there, y'all. It depends on if I try to sneak to the mall and make it out in time. For Married at First Sight, because y'all know Married at First Sight is like just taking over the world. Okay. To talk about Married at First Sight, and then yeah, I'm gonna be MIA for like a day, maybe. I don't know. I might come back up here tomorrow early. Well, it depends. It depends. I ain't gonna make no promises, but I'll see y'all soon because we got to talk about Love Is Blind one of these days. So probably Tuesday. That's it. That's it, y'all. I'm done. Bye. Thank you so much for joining me and hanging out with me. Peace.